I'm going to show you how to accessorize your gun in style in this episode of the Gear Guide. So as much as I love CQB guns, my real favorite AR build is on the 14.5-inch outer barrel, the standard M4 length. I love it. It's kind of that balance between kind of the CQB gun and then the longer 16 and up outer barrels. But the problem is on a lot of these guns, they send them out the door when you buy them stock with a 7 or a 9-inch rail system on it. And I just find that to be a challenge to work with. I like a little more rail real estate when building my long guns. And that's where PTS comes in with their new Centurion Arms CMR rail. So with this rail kit, you get quite a bit actually. You get the rail system, you get a gas block, and of course all the parts to put it on. And because it's 12.5 inches, it really completes the look of the long gun rifle and still leaves you a little bit of barrel exposed if you guys want to add a suppressor that recesses a bit or sticks out a little farther. So this rail also is a really trim, low profile, and it's clean. There's nothing on it. Not like what you see here, but actually what's in the photos. It's nice and small and lightweight, so it's really easy to hold and doesn't take up a lot of space in your fist. But they give you all these great attachment points where you can go and add on the extra CMR rail accessories. In fact, what you see here, I've added some rail systems. I've actually added an angled foregrip and the CMR rail panels, which I think are so cool looking. They kind of get this golf ball dimple effect and this really curved out effect, which is really neat. But when it comes to adding rails, you know that can be a huge pain, but they have taken care of you in that situation too. Unlike some of the other rails, this one was super easy to install. Once you get your old rail system off or plastic handguards, use the included Delta ring, you slide it on, you actually screw it right onto your barrel, then you install the gas block that's included with the kit. Once the gas block's on, you just slide the rail over top, and 3 screws later, you've got it attached, which is easy. It is super easy, and if you ever have to service it or your barrel gets wobbly for some reason, like you do some damage to it, 3 screws, again, you can get it off and work on your gun, which is so nice. There's some rails out there that are so hard to remove, and this one is so easy. Plus, the finished look of having a gas block in here and that gas tube really completes the perfect AR build. Of course, the rail comes with all the trademarks. It looks great. It's got Centurion Arms licensing on it. And for those of you that use quick detach slings, they give you 4 attachment points, 2 on either side, 1 in the front, 1 in the rear, on the left and the right. So you can put your sling wherever you want and not have any troubles. So overall, I really like this rail. The only issue I really had here is because it looks like they might have drilled the rail holes in metric threads. And then on the CMR kit, the rail kit you get here is the real version. Uses US SAE bolts to attach it to it. It's a little tough and a little tight to get them on. It's not terrible, it's not a problem, but you can do that. I also was able to track down the metric equivalent screws and we're able to put those on and they fit just fine. You can pick them up on like some hardware shops and things like that if you bring your screw in with you and try to do a thread match on it. So bottom line, if you are looking for a really cool rail system that's thin, trim, lightweight, but gives you this amazingly cool, unique look, check out the CMR rail by Centurion Arms, offered by PTS. You can pick it up anywhere PTS products are sold for right around $115 US. So guys, what is your favorite rail length? I'm curious to know. I mean, I love this. I do love my CQB guns, but even on CQB guns, I like to add a longer rail. Even if the barrel's 10.5, I'd love to have that 9-inch rail. That's why I like at least a 12.5-inch rail like here, sometimes even longer. But I wanna know what you guys like and what you prefer, so let me know down there in the comments below. Well guys, that's it for this episode of the Gear Guide. I'll be back in the next episode where I review a key mod rail system for a Mosin Nagant.